Got Colonel stuff.
I understand it happens.
High-level game. Very good game. Two very good basketball teams. I thought that I'm extremely proud of our group. I thought we showed some resilience. We played 30 minutes without Kofi, 31 minutes without Kofi, or whatever that was. We gave up 34 shots to their post players, was I'm fine with. I thought the young man that was sitting up here, Benjamin Verdonk, was about everything that we want our program to be about: the fight, the competitiveness. I think Trevion Williams is one of the best players in our league, and he shot 33% today. And down 13, they went on a huge run. The flagrant foul kind of ignited a run for them. We've got to do a better job of playing, and stopping those plays. I thought we got a big basket before the half, but down 7 with a couple minutes to go. I liked our team's resilience. We gave ourselves a chance. We didn't do enough little things, and there's situational things that we've got to, we got to clean up. We gave up a couple layups just off an action that we covered so many times. We gave up backdoor cuts. You can tell they're a veteran team. And Purdue's as good a basketball team. They're the best basketball team we've played. And then I thought Sasha was elite today, and we've done a pretty good job on him for the most part in the last few years, and today he was a difference. But you can't foul and put guys on the line 32 times. Huge discrepancy there at the line. And but I'm very, very proud. We grew as a basketball team today. Obviously, seeing number 5 back out there, he's literally practiced twice. I had an idea going in. I play him 6 to 8 minutes. He's in horrific shape, horrible shape, but he's a very good athlete. You're talking about a young man who's done very little in the last 6 to 8 weeks, and impacted the game at a pretty high level. So, we'll continue to work that piece back in. But it's nice to have an All-American guard find his way back into your program.
Joey?
Brad, when was Andre cleared, and when did it I know you practiced him twice, but when did you know he was going to be available? And then was there a point where you realized that the 6 to 8 minute idea you had was probably out the window?
Well, I think that we found out. I mean, he's been to specialist here, and then obviously went to see some people outside of this area that were specialists. We had to see, like I've said all along with him, everything's a reaction to what he does that day. And once we got by that, we got to go ahead. He didn't have problems in practice, so which is the first time that's happened. So again, he played way better than I expected, played way more than I expected. It was the flow of the game. We talked before the game about just being honest with me and don't hurt your team, because of your conditioning and foolish pride. And we took him out the start of one of the overtimes. He couldn't find his lungs. So, again, we'll keep working on that.
Jeremy?
Brad, what did Kofi struggle with getting fouls? I know one of them probably didn't like, but what does he need to do in these high-level games for you guys?
Stay on the court would help, but again, I thought that the improvement of Zach Edey's been through the roof. He's right shoulder, left shoulder, going both ways, and again, it's they threw a few doubles at him, which we've handled all year. That's okay. I think tonight was just night he didn't get in a very good rhythm. The early fouls, and when you don't play in a rhythm and you set for a long period of time, and I made a decision. He'd set so long in the first half when he got his third, I was going to leave him out there. And, we were, unfortunately got his fourth. But, that's, you have those games occasionally, and we're not going to get to where we want to go with him setting 30 minutes. That's for sure. He's never been in foul trouble. He never, and again, tribute those guys. There's 34 field goal attempts, so we know where their emphasis was.
Alec?
Yeah, Coach, I asked this to the players and Coach Painter as well. Obviously, major goal for you guys is to win the Big Ten championship. What does today's game kind of tell you, or you can describe what's this mean in your chase for a Big Ten title, maybe?
We're pretty good. So are they. I mean, this is the best league in the country. Everybody's got a loss now. We had 4 last year at 16-4. Nobody's going to go undefeated. Can't let one loss turn into 2. But like I said, we got better today. Benjamin Verdonk and his fight and his competitiveness, and in a day we didn't have Coleman Hawkins. Coleman's got the flu and was thrown up before the game, halftime, and tried to play. And in a game when Andre Curbello's just coming back off a long hiatus, we're a good basketball team. So are they.
Here in the middle.
Hey, Coach, in the spirit of this being Dr. King Day, we would like to get your thoughts on his legacy and what it means to you.
Yeah, it's, I got a nice pair of shoes on that I think that, hate doesn't, what's his quote? Hate doesn't eliminate hate, love does. To me, that stuff reigns very true, and it couldn't be any more important in our culture and our society today. And both teams wore shirts to how important that is, and to recognize that, and we should never forget. And so to get 2 teams that are fighting and competing at a very, very high level on this day was just pretty fitting.
Brad, what allows Benjamin, of his character, his game, to go out there after playing, I think, 8 minutes over the last 4 games and battle with some of the best big men in the country?
Well, he goes against one every day in practice. That helps. And he is as strong as you can possibly get. He's got tremendous strength. And, to not let guys back you down, to fight for position. The other thing is he's a very high IQ player. You saw him deflect some passes. He didn't just stay behind. He was moving one side, moving the other. And, then I thought he did a really good job on Williams. We kind of laughed and kidded, that he hadn't shot a ball with his left hand all year until today. He made one, but because he hadn't gone over that shoulder, no one's ever guarded him. And so I thought we did a nice job with that. But Ben just fights, man. The play, he didn't get the rebound. There was a loose ball, and he dove on the floor to keep it alive. Those are winning plays, man. That's how you win.
Outside of the conditioning level, what stood out most about Andre in his time out there?
It's just amazing how he impacts everybody else. He didn't turn the ball over, I don't think. I think that we've kept Trent on the ball a lot. We're looking with a lot more actions with Bello off of it, especially till he gets back into really good shape, because it's exhausting to guard. It's exhausting to have the ball in your hand all that time. But he made some nice shots, made some nice plays, and as he continues to elevate players and his teammates, that's what he does absolutely the best.
Paul?
It's thought that Jaden Ivey is maybe the top NBA draft prospect in the entire league. Almost had a double-double today, doing it mostly at the line. What makes him such a special player and so tough to game plan and defend against?
No, he's got Russell Westbrook athleticism. And as his game continues to grow, I thought DeMonte did a great job today. Keeping him away from his 3. Again, as long as we were forcing him into 2s, I thought we fouled him too much. But as long as we forced him into 2s, we were going to be fine. And but he's a really good player. He's very talented. This league's got really good wings, and him and Davis and the young man in Nebraska is as good as any we've seen. So this league's got good players, and he's sure one of them.
Joey?
we saw Luke Goody with some early tick. Was that related to Coleman's flu, or has Luke been?
No, he's been great, and we knew that if they doubled, Luke shoots the eyes out of it. He was terrific, and I probably should have went back to him a little bit in the second half. But Luke's competitive. He's high IQ. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there, and I thought he did a really good job on Gillis in the first half. Just little things keeping him off the glass.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.